Welcome to a very foggy Nolan trail in Newport, Virginia. The trail's about 6 miles long. It features level trails in some areas, heavily rutted and rooted in others. It's got a full-size mock-up of the USS Monitor. But as you can see, the Virginia weather is about as messed up as it always is. It's supposed to get to about 55 or 60 Fahrenheit today, foggy. 70 tomorrow with some sunshine. Sunday, rain. Monday, snow. So this is just typical of Virginia. Anyway, enjoy a bit of the flat part of the trail. Out there is the James River. It's about 4 miles wide at this point. You can't see it, but out there's the James River Bridge in Newport News Shipbuilding, where they build all the large aircraft carriers for the United States Navy. But here we are walking along this lake here is known as Lake Maury. I think it's like 167 acres worth of water, and the park itself, the trail, museums, all that, it's about 555 acres, and it's right smack dab here in the middle of a big city. Here's the trail marker. About every half a mile or so, it's got a marker. It's got like 14 bridges that go across the water in various places and through the thing, and you can see some really old growth trees. There's no camping in here. You have to go up a little further up the road to find some primitive campsites and permanent RV type structures. You can hear the pitter patter of rain and fog. During the fall of the year, when the leaves start changing colors, it really is pretty out here. You got all sorts of different types of trees, everything from pines to maples and cedars and a little bit of everything. Very typical of a mid-Atlantic forest. Again, in this part of the trail, it's flat and groomed, and they did it like this so people that say were, not exactly fleet of foot, they could come out here and walk. But you get a little further up and it really gets complex, heavily rutted, a lot of roots up and down, muddy. You see how this limb dips down? When I was a kid, Grandpa used to always tell me that it was kind of indicative of like what the Indians used to use as a trail marker. Whether this particular tree is that, I don't know. But very unusual style of a limb coming down like that. Looks like that tree has been seeing a little lightning action. Both of them there. Alright, we're getting ready to switch out of this smooth trailing to a little bit more of a complex roots and ruts and downhills and uphills. A very, very old pine tree. Check this thing out, man. I don't know what the growth habits are on this, but I'd say that's a very old tree. And as you can see, the trail just continues to go downward. And then it'll climb back up. A lot of roots. As you can see, we're coming up on Bridge 11. And I think there's like 14 of them in the park here. And this is, like I say, inside of one of Virginia's largest cities, Newport News. I'm not sure what size it is in comparison to the United States cities, but it's, oh, I don't know, 200,000 people right across the harbor from Norfolk. You can see a lot of very old pine trees. And I know it's foggy, a little dark. It's about 7:30 in the morning here. Alright, coming up on some more uphill stuff. And they got these old timbers in there to keep everything. When it rains, it really just pours. And of course, if you don't want to take the risk of tripping on this stuff, you come on up in here to the flat spaces. It's a shame that there isn't any camping per se in this area, because it would be beautiful. Not much danger of fire. It stays wet in here all the time. You can look at these really old pine trees. Alright, there you see bridge number 10. Look at some of these really super old trees. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes to get totally around this thing. I've done it a few times, but we always just kind of goofing off and everything. So it usually takes us about 2 hours or so. But it's just shy of 6 miles, I guess, something like that. You can hear all the birds and waterfowl down there in the lake splashing about. You can see where they've made little trails going different places. Hello.
Good morning.
A lot of people come out here. Very safe. No problems out here. Starting to rain a little bit now. A bit heavier. I believe I hear a woodpecker out in the distance. It's been about 2 to 3, 4 days since we've seen full sunlight, so everything's all soggy and stuff. Going across another bridge. That tree. Oh, the stories that tree could tell, right? Look at this massive pine. You can see the real high dollar homes that face in the river out here. They're like $1 million homes or something like that. And are we getting back up toward the lake here? I'm gonna get ready to break out of this complex trailing into more flatter areas again. But I want you to take a look at this tree here. Look at this thing. How many years you think you got on this? Oh, goodness. Breaking out into the open again. That's the James River right there. Jamestown, where the very first British settlement was founded back in around 1600, is about 14, 15 miles up the river. Yorktown, where the American Revolution ended, and about 5 miles beyond that. Y'all remember that tree I was telling you about with the little point, the old Indian story? I'm not sure how true that is, or if that's even one of them. The bridge right there in the distance, that's called the Lions Bridge. It was built like about 1932. Those lions on each corner. And this is Lake Maury. A lot of ducks out there. You can't see it. Like I said, if you turn this way, that's the James River. It's about 4 miles wide at this point. Here you are, mile 3 if you're coming this way, and mile 2 if you're going out. Marking. Now here's the map of the trail. See it? So you can look it up on your map at home. Big old boat anchor. Alright, here we are leaving the Nolan Trail, Mariners Museum, coming back out into the main part of the city of Newport News. The statue out there in the front is Captain Christopher Newport. This is Christopher Newport University, the back end of it. Look at the big old ship rock.